Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Sundays Are for Trucking. Today is the 259th episode, and the truck we did bring out today is the Volvo VNL 2018 SCS version, of course. David, Randy, Mr. C, Jim, how's it going today, guys? Thanks for joining in so early. And right now we are sitting here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Our run today is going to be taking us over to Kingsport, Tennessee. We got a load of paper, right, roughly about 33,000 pounds. Yes, we do have coast to coast in the mod list today, and underneath the hood we are running a Cummins X15. The sounds today are courtesy of Z-Mods. And without any further waiting, we're going to go ahead and climb in the truck, get her fired up, and let's do some trucking.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Whoops, and I think I know why I'm having trouble here. I probably didn't put that back into 18 speed. I was running a 13 the other day. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
In 650 feet, turn right.
So, how are you guys doing today? That bad, Randy? Oh, look at that. We got an intermodal train.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
And no, you guys are not seeing anything here. It is White Volvo Mafia, but this is not going to be destruction. This is White Volvo Mafia in the best way possible. Oh, that's awesome, Randy. I didn't get home till after 10 o'clock last night. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize I needed fuel. Yeah. Next stop, we are going to get it. Probably Santa Rosa. Of course, four-wheeler. Thank you. Most of the time when there's 3 lanes here, trucks are not allowed in the far left lane, but these guys are being way too slow. Oh, that was a nice long run then. Well, I guess it could have been longer, but that's a pretty decent run. Really, four-wheelers? Oh, we do have Z-Mod's Volvo interior effects mod going on today too, just so you guys know. So we're going to have a different horn sound, different turn signal sounds. Alright, one of these exits should have a couple of truck stops off on the right-hand side. I believe it's the second exit. If not the second, definitely the third. Yep, that's why I bought the X15, is because it's on sale. I wasn't going to buy it at full price. Yeah, I can see the blue markers already there on GPS. We don't get off here, but I believe, well, actually, yeah, we don't get off here. Nope, actually we do. I'm going to go around. As I don't know if there's an exit up there or not. So we're just going to play it on the safe side.
Navigation resumed. In 650 feet, turn right.
Oh, now that I see there is an exit, but that's quite all right.
Keep to the left, and then turn left. Navigation resumed. Navigation resumed. It's possible. Please turn around.
Hey, Josh, how's it going today? Gasoline? No. Should say diesel. Doing awesome like a possum. Go under the canopy works.
Navigation resumed. In 650 feet, turn left.
With Zmod's engines, we are running a 565 today. We're not running like a 500 or a 605, 565, and we got 1850 on the torque on the rear ends. Oh, thanks for the advance notice there, Walmart. Now, one thing that I have noticed with SES's Volvo here, it seems like the soundproofing has just totally disappeared. Maybe it's the fact that Sherman is a crappy mod maker, since we are running his add-ons to get the 880 interior. Maybe that's part of it. I'm going to have to check without it, to be honest. And all the DX11 errors that you guys saw when we ran the 57X was from his add-on. So, yeah, maybe I need to stop running those, because if there's creating thousands of errors for DX11, chances are the mod is crappily made. And we are not running a reefer today either. We've got a dry van behind us. All right, drive time 6 hours. That puts us at, we need to stop, I'm gonna say by 11:30 we're gonna stop tonight. I should have put a Landstar trailer behind me and not just a plain white wrapper. Hey, foil wheeler, you want to get out of my no zone? Hey, Andrus, your guys are probably governed in real life. We're gonna call you Bearbait. Hey, Bob. How's it going there in the UK today? Now, finally, I saw in real life one of the new VNLs yesterday when I was traveling. That was, and I haven't seen a Cascadia yet, but the first VNL be on the roads, not just sitting at a dealership.
Navigation resumed.
Wow, just about everybody's getting pulled in. Look at the line behind us. That's different. Yeah, really, Texas? Was it worth it to pull me in? All right, 2 hours left to drive. Oh, you stay right there, bigger. That's right, National. Keep in your place. Was that maybe the Oklahoma way station and not Texas? Because we're coming into Clinton, which is Oklahoma. Okay, that may have been the Oklahoma coupe. Oh, I get pulled into 90% of them easily. Alright, I think we're going to stop in... what did that say for Oklahoma City? That was more than 100. So I don't think we're going to get into OKC tonight. But very soon here we do need to stop. We've only got an hour and 45 minutes of drive time left. We're probably going to stop 11:30. So... next Resteria truck stop or whatnot, we're probably going to end up pulling in. Of course, Bob. That doesn't matter. And I still haven't grabbed one of the mod to lower the way station's frequency. Why not? It's part of the stream. It's become ingrained that Coda gets pulled into chicken coops. And I would love to have the Globetrotter XL logo on the sun visor with the chrome, but the only way that you can get the Globetrotter logo on there is without the chrome. So that's why we're not running it that way. Oh, we did make it into Oklahoma City, but we need to find somewhere to stop, like, really soon. Alright, I see rest icons over here, so we're going to jump off right here. Oh, look at that. We're going to the Petro. One of my favorite truck stops back in the day. And let's see, yeah, we got half hour left to drive basically, so good timing here, Coda.
Navigation resumed. Keep to the right, and then turn right.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip around and drop right next to that guy right there. I'm going to go right where I said I was going to. Well, and just like that, good morning. Nobody tried to pull our fifth wheel pin, thank goodness. Hey, Vince, how's it going today? Oh yeah, definitely. Wanted to run something a little bit different. Alright, and just like that, our pre-trip has passed, so we got her in gear. Let's get some more miles underneath us.
50 feet, turn left. Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Oh, wrong lane, Coda. We need to go 40 east, so yeah, I need to blindly follow GPS here.
To the right, and then turn right.
All this to get back to 40 east. Wow. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Under the bridge, echo check works, and I have no idea if we're going to run across any tunnels today on our way to Kingsport. And to this day, I still love watching Airplane. Sure, Vince. I never made an AI truck skin mod. If you're referring to the one by D. Goldhaber, I'm sure he updates it every now and then. If it's not updated, it still works, as you can see. The one that I'm running, the Truck and Traffic Pack by D. Goldhaber, it does add real companies to traffic. Now this one here, the Cooney Nagel, that is a skin from the Real Companies, Billboards, and Gas Stations mod, because that's one of the companies that he does add in. Now Estes there, that is from D. Goldhaber. At least it's not a full glass or full drink on the side of your face, Randy. Water or liquid in your ear absolutely sucks. I believe that was Lloyd Bridges who played that part. Hey, Mike, how's it going today? Welcome to the stream. Congratulations on, what is that, 20 million? Awesome. Oh, also happy early birthday. What's up? It looks like we've got the sky, the clouds, the sun. Bye-bye, Oklahoma. Hello, Arkansas. I still would love the GPS to say, when we're getting into state lines, welcome to Texas, welcome to Arkansas. That would be sweet. Yeah, but that's not in voice navigation. They just put that on the route advisor. There you go, Arkansas. You got it right. All right, we got 7 hours left to drive. That puts us 8:30. We need to stop by. Oh, watch it, Coda. You're leaning up and changing something on your keyboard, and we almost wiped out a four-wheeler. Oh, is that a Flixbus there? Yes, it is. And typical bus driver too. Slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up. At nighttime, they just run with their bright lights on and they don't care who they blind. Yeah, overhead view is boring. That's why I haven't gone to here, because I know we're not going to see the truck at all. Hey, Eagle, welcome to the stream. Great to see you again. About 800 miles of driving through New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. We're right now in central Arkansas. There we go. Perfect example of a rolling roadblock. Not anymore. Did I say 7:30 or 8:30? I believe I said 8:30. Let's see, 4 hours, 45 minutes? Yeah, 8:30. Okay. All right, I do need to look at GPS here because I need to figure out where we're going to be stopping. So I don't think we're going to get into Nashville tonight. So what I may end up doing is pulling into this truck stop right here. And that is 127 miles away. That's 2 hours. So that is probably the perfect spot to park for the night.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
No, I said Nashville. If Nashville is Crashville, then yeah, we are running coast to coast today, Josh. So we are delivering in Kingsport, Tennessee on this first run. Then I'm going to see how much time that we do have to see if we can do another shorter one. Hey, how's it going today? Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. And if you do want to know, for anyone that is new here, if you want to know what I use to play the game with, both hardware-wise and computer, that is listed below in the video description. Yeah, but first we've got to get Iowa, which should be coming here later this year, and Louisiana. Then we're going to get Illinois. So I would figure Illinois as the first state next year. And then once we get Iowa, it should not be too long afterwards before we start hearing about the next state. And my guess is it could be both the Dakotas or one of them. Game scale is going to be different here. And I've been through Gary on Interstate 80 and all that, and it's going to be very interesting for sure. I want to see what they include, what they don't. If we take any indication of what they did with California, leaving out 100% of the Inland Empire, Chicago is basically going to be it, and then you're going to get all green basically over to maybe Fort Wayne Gary.
Navigation resumed.
Oh, we're probably going to be 66,000 pounds GVW here. It is the Google Voice Navigation by TLO if you're referring to the voice. Hey, what do you know? 66,000. Do I know my weights or what here? Maybe not. It all depends. I mean, game scale inside the cities is 1 to 3. So 1 mile in game equals, well, 3 miles in real life equals 1 in the game. Outside of the cities, we're looking at 120. So, and you take in a 120 scale in a major metropolitan area, basically, besides trees and whatnot, in a 1 square mile area, say there's 400 objects, you got to pick one object. And SCS does that well to give you a feel of the area, but they're not going to be able to recreate it 100% accurately. Alright, and here's our parking for the night right up here.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right.
Yeah, you definitely need Illinois to make St. Louis feel the way it should be. Just having half of that there is kind of, I'm not going to say it off-putting, but it feels different.
Turn right, and then turn left. possible. Please turn around.
Oh, just wait till they do Iowa 80 in Walcott, which is going to be coming with the Iowa DLC. And that place is huge in real life, so it makes me wonder how they are going to do it in the game. All right, and here we are parked for the night. And what I did to role play this a little bit is I did go ahead and put on my parking brakes and then pulled against the kingpin, just so. Take care, Jim. We'll see you later. All right, and welcome to morning. One thing that I did here that I didn't want to do was actually move my tandems here a little bit. There we go. That's what I needed. No ABS light on. I've said this multiple times on the stream, but in real life, if that ABS light is on, then you need to get your trailer serviced. And if DOT catches you and they inspect you and that light is on, say hello to a fine. Yeah, this is White Volvo Mafia today, the good kind. No damage. All right, and as you can see there, we've got 28,000 on the trip, but just over 54,000 on this truck. All right, we got our full drive time. Let's get over to Kingsport. Yeah, they've already teased the new Volvo itself. They've done that on stream. Now, from Mac's representatives, they have teased about the Pioneer coming to ATS, but nothing from SCS themselves. But there are videos out there, especially that Mac has released, that shows at least Oscar and Mark at Mac looking over the truck. Alright, which lane are we losing? Granny lane. Okay, let's get in the hammer. I think I'm running on these, at least on this truck, the 2018. I'm running 130-gallon saddlebags, so we've got a total of 260. I don't see the new Volvo being more than that either. And even the W900, if you're going to be running a DEF tank on the newer versions of that, the max that you're going to get is 260. It all depends on what horsepower and what torque that you're running. We're running at 1850 torque on this, but if you put 1650 in, this truck is going to pull like garbage. Any truck will, actually. Oh, I know, Randy. That would have been so much easier back in the day than having to literally stop at a truck stop in order to eat. If you were lucky, you had one of the refrigerators that ran on your cigarette lighter, which is what I did. I specifically bought that to stop going in and eating at truck stops. Nowadays, I mean, literally, I don't know, microwaves and everything else. The trucks come with inverters, well, majority of them. And you really do not need to go to a truck stop to eat anymore, unless you want something from in there. Yeah, I had a Coleman. I believe it was a Coleman that I had bought. Yep, and we've got Yara there at the top of the screen. And I don't pay attention to Yara. That's more for you guys to see what gear that we're in, what the speed limit is, our miles to destination, my current speed, and time. That's easier for you guys to see than trying to read a dash that even I have trouble seeing. Oh, so yeah, that generic looking thing. My guess is that is going to replace the RD600 dump trucks that we have in the game, the cement trucks and whatnot. Just something very generic that to where a company is not going to go after SCS for licensing. So that's why if you do see it, it had no mud flaps on it, and it was basically a straight truck with nothing on it. Oh, the W900 is awesome. Like the first true flat top, well, mid roof that we got in the game. But I'm waiting for the 389 rework to be released, because that's going to be killer, especially if they give us a tuning pack with it. I mean, my guess, my thinking here, now this is just speculation, is we're not going to get the 389 rework until they give us the 589, which they have taken pictures of. It's been confirmed. They've got photographic proof of the truck. Well, the truck is released in real life, of course, but they did post a blog to where they've showed off the 589, and I'm pretty sure they got references from Peterbilt for it. One thing that I am really hoping for is a trailer interrupt switch, so we can start flashing our trailer lights. And I just want that specifically for a convoy. We don't need it in the game because the AI doesn't flash us over, but for convoy that would be awesome. Alright, Jake off, cruise off, and it is raining. Lovely. Yeah, this truck does have cabin suspension on it, and we're also running a new physics mod by Cass. So he does have it in realistic brutal weather and graphics, but he released his physics mod separately, and I am running that today. Yep, that's about what it looks behind a truck in real life. Nothing but spray and mist. Nothing like a brief little shower to pass through. Yeah, that would be your rail hubs in real life. So Albuquerque is one of them. Kansas City is another. And then if you do run any traffic mods or you change the G traffic setting, that does increase everything for the game. So the game is supposed to be run at G traffic 1. I am running at 1.3, but I'm also running some mods that adjust traffic in addition. So just say by default you're not running traffic mods. Traffic is at 1.0 base game. If you go to G 2.0 for traffic, then you're essentially doubling the traffic, and by default that also includes trains. I'm going to zoom in on the dash there. We're just under a quarter tank of go-go juice. Definitely enough to get over here to Kingsport. Where we go from there is only going to be maybe 150, 200 miles. And probably not going to need fuel. I may have to. We'll see what the gauge pops up here. Yeah, that sounds like you are running a trade mod. What the hell?
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right.
Yeah, that's why I am running one that only adds up to 20 cars in length, just so that does not happen.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Well, I guess this Cooney and Nagel is a part of Walmart. No, but I ran into this several times here in Coast to Coast. I'm not sure why it does not get updated. Oh, geez. Blindside? Nope, sorry. Not doing it. All right, I am going to pull right out of here. Let's see if there's something short. Charleston, there's not going to be much up there. Huntsville is too far. I mean, so I guess we're going to take a 76-mile trip down to Asheville, North Carolina. Works for me. A load of cauliflower that does not need to be refrigerated. Interesting. Normally produce, you want that at 40 degrees.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
And backing in somewhere that does not have doors to get loaded, that is no offense against SCS. They are getting better with the most recent states of having proper drop-off and pickup points. But the older companies definitely need to be reworked so that happens with the older parts of the map. Now I can tell you exactly what city this is from the base game. Anybody want to take a guess? Way to go there, Schaefer. I'll give you a hint. It's in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, exactly, Randy. And that's why I'm saying it. Wait, I know exactly where this is in the game itself. That's why I had asked if anybody knew what city that this was taken out of and put into Kingsport. And that's why I really don't want to go to like Charleston, West Virginia, because up there, there's really nothing outside of the cities. But Mantrid is doing wonderful work with Coast to Coast. I mean, he's got pretty much the entire Southeast completely mapped. Alright, and that Kunianago where we were just at, Walmart, was Kennewick, Washington. It's probably a good idea to get over here into the granny lane. Now this here, if you do not know, this is Ontario, Oregon from the base game.
In 650 feet, turn right.
Grind it till you find it.
You have arrived at your destination.
All right, this one I can definitely do, and I know exactly where it's going. So we got our parking spot, and let's go ahead and go to at least the back side of the building to get this load of cauliflower dropped off. Alright, and I'm curious, how good were my backing skills? I'd say we are straight right in the door, exactly how we should be. All right, and that is all the time that I do have for today. I do want to thank you for joining me on this Sundays Are for Trucking. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you do leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down because all feedback is important. If you liked what you saw and you are already not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It is absolutely free. Have a great rest of your Sundays, and remember, keep that shiny side up, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.